Hi, so if everything is correct now, I should be live. Let's turn off all my sounds here. Yes, I think I am good. Okay, so I am excited to talk about a bunch of things today. I mean, a bunch of things, I guess not really. I feel like I don't have as many topics as I usually do. However, if you're here and you want to request something, that's totally fine by me. I really enjoy taking requests. So, the four topics that we're gonna be talking about today are Kanye West, because I feel like I've seen his name somewhere on my phone, somewhere in the news, pretty much every day this week. So, we're definitely gonna be talking about him and his insane statements, as well as his canceling. Then also, I want to talk about Rishi Sunak. I think I'm pronouncing that somewhat correctly, as the new UK Prime Minister, because I talked about Liz Truss becoming Prime Minister and seeing what she was going to do for the UK. And I want to do a similar reading for Rishi. Then I also want to talk about the World Cup in Qatar. I feel like this has been going on for a long time now, the setting up and the preparing for the World Cup. But I don't even know when exactly it is, but I know that it's coming up soon. And I want to talk about the anti-human rights and everything that is going on there in Qatar. And I just want to share my opinions that might be controversial, but it's always controversial and it's always polarizing whenever you talk about anything politics related. And then the last thing that I had on my list is I think I'm pronouncing it as Xi Jinping. He is going into his third term as the leader of China. So I have my little coffee here. I'm gonna have to drink it a little bit more quickly because I didn't heat it properly. I was getting a little impatient because I was a little late doing the live stream. So let me know if there are any other topics that you would like me to cover on today's stream. Like I said, I only have four topics and I'm trying to do them a little bit more quickly now. So we're not hanging onto one topic for like 15 to 20 minutes. I don't think that's really necessary. So I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. I see that there are a couple of you here live right now. So I'm excited to get started. Okay. First topic, we are now at 2 minutes and 40 seconds. We're going to talk about Kanye West. Okay, I feel like using the Lightyear Tarot right now for this reading. I have two decks set aside, the Lightyear Tarot and the Tattoo Tarot. So let's take a look at Kanye West. So I don't really feel like covering it entirely because I feel like there are a lot of news articles out there about certain statements that he has made, but also, and I think more importantly, is the reaction of right-wing extremists on his statements. Like Kanye West, it is very clear, I'm pretty sure it's very well known that Kanye West has some mental illness or some mental struggles, I guess. However, not everybody who has a mental illness or who suffers with whatever it is that he struggles with is doing the things and saying the things that he does. So I don't think it's an excuse at all. Let me make that very clear. However, I do see, we all see him struggling. He's not doing well. And these right-wing extremists, these right-wing platforms are using him as an example of, it's like as an example of like, or how should I say this? That they are like, okay, well, Kanye West is saying it, so we can say it. Hi from Twitch. I am doing tarot card readings on stream, but I'm talking political things first, and then at the end, I'm gonna do some viewer readings. So right now, we're talking about Kanye West and his insane statements that have been going on. So yes, what I'm, like I said, what I think I am most shocked, or maybe not even shocked, but just most disappointed in is the reaction of those right-wing extremists and their ability to now take Kanye West and put them on their platforms. So even though a lot of brands no longer want to work with Kanye, there are still a lot of big platforms who will platform him and his anti-Semitic statements, so they will still be heard and they will still hurt people. So what I want to take a look at right now, I first want to get a card on Kanye's energy. What is Kanye's energy right now? This is interesting. King of Swords. He thinks he's on top of the world. He thinks he's spitting out truth. It's really sad, actually. I think the King of Swords is an authority figure. The swords feels like something something to do with with communication. So he feels like he is finally able to say the things that he's been wanting to say. I truly feel that right now, where he is mentally, he truly believes what he is saying, which is really scary. I do not like this. Yes, Julia. The fact his struggles with bipolar has been thrown into a pot with his extremist views is really disrespectful to other people who are bipolar. Absolutely agree. So that is quite, like, he is not doing well. Again, he feels like this is opening up so many paths here with the Ace of Wands. He feels like now that he is able to say all these things, he's going to open up paths to explore new things within his life, within his career. These are actually like usually they're very uplifting, very empowering cards. So it's quite scary to see how he feels so inspired and so powerful and so authoritative within his anti-Semitism. I think that is really, really scary. So what I want to know now is, where is he going? Like, what is next? What is next? I don't even, honestly, I could take a look at what fuels him, like what is the reason that he is saying all these things, but I don't really know if that necessarily matters, because the reasoning behind his anti-Semitic statements, I don't think they really matter, just because they hurt so much, and there's such a history with anti-Semitism and the extreme things and the extreme hurtful things that they have led to in history, that I don't need to see what is underneath it. Honestly, I just want to know, where are we heading with Kanye West and his statements. I see the 5 of Cups. I have the Ace of Cups. I have the Star. I hate this so much. Oh, by the way, I got a new tattoo. Yes. I'll show it in a bit more properly after this reading. But we have the 5 of Cups. This to me is either self-pity, but also it shows the hurt that people are going through because of these statements, which are really, really heavy, really hurtful. But I also see some part of self-pity within his energy. He's also going to create a lot of new connections with the Ace of Cups. He's going to create connections which we are already seeing with him being platformed on these right-wing extremist platforms and his very hurtful statements. So we see him creating new connections. He is truly, with all this, he is truly filling his own cup, which again is really scary. However, with that, I feel like first, through all his, I'm calling it quote unquote canceling, because it's all these brands who are canceling their agreements with Kanye West. I feel like he's gonna pull the self-pity card. He's gonna pull some things, some perspectives of where he is the victim. He's really going to victimize himself as well, is what I'm getting here, is what we're gonna see in the future, probably, I think. Is that he's going to victimize himself. And then also the Star, this is what really scares me, because the Star is a card of hope. So he is this hope, he is this big influential person, he's this big celebrity who is now on the side of the anti-Semitism, on the side of these right-wing extremists, on the side of these purists people. There are some words that I am having a little bit of trouble translating into English because Dutch is my first language. But it's really scary to see him being platformed so much. I definitely think that in the near future, we're going to see more of it. What I see in the near future is one, he's definitely going to victimize himself a lot. Two, he's going to make a lot of connections that are really powerful within the anti-Semitic right-wing extremist groups. And I also think that he's going to encourage and inspire people to do more extreme things. And I definitely feel like even though a lot of people don't take him seriously because he's obviously not doing well, I still think that we should all, as a collective, say something about this, say something about his statements, and not just sort of brush it off because Kanye West is irrelevant or because he is not doing well. I think it's very important to speak out against these statements. So people know that the world is not a safe space for their anti-Semitism. So let me see the comments here. I think he'll indulge a lot of self-pity. I don't think he's capable of empathy with people who he has hurt with his words. He's too much of a narcissist. Absolutely, absolutely. That is what it feels like here with the King of Swords and the Ace of Wands here at his energy. And then the first card that I pulled after that, the Five of Cups, is definitely that I'm on top of the world. I'm in touch. You cannot touch me. But also I'm victimizing myself. Yes, very much not taking accountability for his own actions. He's also anti-Black people, or at least those well off than him. Yes. Ooh, okay. So before I go on to the next topic, I am going to show you my new tattoo, just for a quick second, okay? I'm going to show you my new tattoo as well as my new rings. So this is my tattoo. I got some sunflowers with some more flowers that look like these flowers right here. So this was specifically designed for me. And I'm really, really happy with it. I got it on Monday, so it's still hurting a little bit. It's still hurting a little bit. And then I also got new rings. I'm so happy with it. I have labradorite, I have a moonstone, and here I have a tiger's eye. I had such a fun time. Here I have the little card of the people that I bought it from. They have a little market here near where I live every Friday. I've linked to them on Instagram as well. So yeah, I'm definitely excited to go back. Unfortunately, they are all only doing the market on Fridays, and I always have to work on Fridays. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but still. Okay, yes. The next reading, I hope that this is a much lighter than a reading that I had to do on Liz Truss. But Rishi Sunak is the new UK Prime Minister. It is now 13 minutes. So let's talk about Rishi Sunak. I'm trying to pronounce it in an English way, but I also know that it's not a traditional English name. So it's a little it's a little hard to pronounce a foreign name in a foreign language for me. Anyway, I want to take a look at what is Rishi Sunak gonna do for the UK? I asked the same question about Liz Truss, but what is Rishi, I think Rishi or Rishi, going to do for the UK as Prime Minister? I have the Two of Cups, creating connections. That's interesting. The Magician taking inspired action, and Strength. And the bottom of the deck says the Star. So I am not getting a bad feeling. I had to laugh out of uncomfortableness when I pulled cards for Liz Truss, but I'm not getting a bad vibe. I know nothing about him. I overall know not a lot on UK politics. So let me show you what I think. I think here with the Two of Cups, it almost feels like he is gonna be able, or he is gonna try to create or find opportunities to reconnect or to restore bonds with people, with countries that have previously been like destroyed or who haven't really been that great. For some reason, the first thing that popped into mind was Brexit. I'm not saying that he's going to reverse Brexit. I don't really think that that is super possible in the near future. However, I feel like the UK has gotten a bad rep throughout the last couple of months, years, I don't know. And I feel like Rishi is somehow he's gonna be able to right some wrongs that the UK has. Again, I know nothing about him, but I'm not getting a bad vibe from him. Then I also have the Magician, which is inspired action, which could either indicate that he is going to take a lot of action, that he is going to do a lot of things, or that he's going to inspire a lot of people. And again, with the star card here at the bottom of the deck, I feel like he is going to provide some hope for the people of the UK. I know that he's from the Tories political party. I know nothing about the UK politics. Okay, I just know about Tories and that we don't like them. This is basically what I know. And I don't know if he is just going to inspire the Tories and his voters, or if he's gonna be inspiring and a good leader for more people, like just outside of his political party as well. Let me see what Julia is saying. It would be nice if he got the UK to join the single market again. I want to order stuff from UK sellers again without paying third country postage and import. Same. Absolutely. And then we also have the strength card, which could be interpreted in a couple of different ways. So the first way is that could be a very natural, confident leader that people don't make as much fun of as they do Liz Truss or as they did Boris Johnson. Because overall, we love to make fun of political figures, right? Even those on, like, if you're a leftist, you also probably make fun of people on the left. I definitely do that. You make fun of political figures because they're just human. Nobody's perfect. But I feel like he is gonna have less to make fun of. I don't really know why, or if it's just his aura, if it's just the way that he presents himself and his party and his plans. I get a very gentle but strong energy from him, like inspiring. Interesting. I like it. I'm not saying that I'm gonna agree with everything he's gonna do politically. And actually, what is behind the star card at the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is about going the distance, going hard, either a hard battle, or he's actually going to be able to finish up his term as UK Prime Minister, or he's gonna go hard for the things that he believes in. So even though he feels like this kind, gentle, but firm and strong leader. But don't get me wrong, and you shouldn't underestimate him, because he can definitely go hard for the things that he wants to change. I don't hate this. I would love to hear your thoughts in the chat or in the comments if you're watching this on the replay. Question: is Rishi going to do anything effectively to stop the increasingly huge gap between those that are very well off in the UK and those on low income, including the fall of the middle class? I would love to take a look at what Rishi is going to do about the financial gap, the income gap in the UK. I have the High Priestess, I have the Sun card, Six of Cups, Nine of Swords. So the first card that sort of confuses me is the Sun card, because the optimist in me wants to say that he is going to shine a light on the huge gap, the financial gap in the UK, that he's going to shine a light on it. That is the optimist in me saying this. But we also have the High Priestess, where not everything is necessarily known yet, where it's not time to make a decision, not time to take a step yet. So maybe he is sort of showing like that he notices and he is aware of it instead of sort of closing his eyes off from it. I think he's gonna acknowledge it, but I don't know if he's actually gonna do something about it. I do see here with the Six of Cups, it would not surprise me if he sort of shines a light on it, that he acknowledges it, and that if there's anything that he's gonna do, it's gonna have to do with children, because who wouldn't want to be a hero for children? It would be great for his reputation if he does something politically that benefits children. So there could be either something having to do with schools. I really hope, like the optimist in me says, that this is something positive for children, which in turn will also be something positive for their parents, hopefully. But I think it's definitely going to be targeting children. But we also have the Nine of Swords, so not everything is going to be fixed. Definitely not. The Nine of Swords, a card of anxiety, a card of worrying. So he's definitely not going to be taking the main worries away. I think he's going to specifically target, like, that is so interesting. Like, I have never done like predictions like these, but this is what I am feeling here, is that he's going to acknowledge it and that he's going to do something to benefit children, because everybody wants to be a hero for children. That's the idea that I'm getting. Everybody wants to be a hero for children. That's what I'm getting. Interesting. Thank you so much for the question. I really appreciate that. It was interesting to take a look at. So I'm going to put my cards back. Oh, really? Julia says, the reading very closely matches the speculations of political commentators I'm reading. Interesting. I don't read a lot of political commentary. I basically only watch Hassan Abi and his political commentary, but I can't consume it all because he streams so much that I can't really always consume all of his content. I'm going to take a sip of coffee, and then we're going to take a look at the World Cup in Qatar. Let me also Google, when is the World Cup actually? World Cup Qatar. When is it happening? I'm also going to timestamp this 22/22. When is it? Dates. When actually is it? Oh, it's soon. It's in November. It's starting in November 20th. Okay, so it's soon. So basically, I don't know all of the details, but I know that it's bad enough to warrant reading, to warrant to talk about this. Because, and I'm going to grab my tattoo tarot right now, because, I don't know, this feels really, really heavy, and I need a more unbiased deck. I feel like the tattoo tarot is that. Anyway, in Qatar, there had to be built a stadium for the football matches. I'm just calling it football, soccer, whatever. I'm calling it football, for the football matches. And there are a lot of workers in Qatar who I'm pretty sure it was mandatory that they had to work on the stadium, and like thousands of people died because they had to work under inhumane circumstances. So a lot of people died making the stadium. That's the first thing that makes the World Cup in Qatar controversial. But the second thing is that there are a lot of like anti-human rights things going on in Qatar. I'm pretty sure they hate LGBT people and all that shit. I'm reading Julia's comments, and I feel exactly the same way. So the thing is, I don't care about sports. I don't care about football. I don't care soccer, whatever. I don't care about sports. So it is, to me, it is unimaginable that it is allowed to have the World Cup and to send all of these people to financially support this country, while they are not only responsible for the deaths of thousands of workers who had to work in inhumane conditions, but not only that, they also have these anti-LGBT laws and all that other shit. So it is I cannot fathom why we are we are doing that. Like, I'm sorry, there are a lot of fucking countries in the world that we could have this World Cup at. Why are we having it in Qatar? And we are also like sending our king here in the Netherlands, and it was something that was a little bit controversial of, are we gonna send our king or not? And apparently the king is a huge soccer or football fan, so he really wanted to go. He couldn't say, I'm pretty sure he couldn't say that he wanted to go, but I don't get it. And Julia says, I don't understand people who go on holiday to those countries either. Same. Like, I do not get it at all. I don't get it. So I don't really know actually what I wanted to. Usually I write down my questions that I wanted to ask, but I sort of forgot for today. I just want to know if there's, I don't know, I got a bad feeling about this too. So I want to know if there's anything going to happen during the World Cup in Qatar. If there's anything going to happen that we can expect. Oh no, we have the Sun card, the Knave of Swords, which is the Page of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and then the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Cups. I usually don't look at the bottom of the deck, but for some reason today I'm noticing. So the Sun card, they're gonna make it look like nothing is going on, like everything is fine. There's nothing wrong with going to Qatar to I don't know, financially support them and to all that stuff. They're gonna just pretend that nothing is going on. They're gonna pretend that nothing is wrong. We do have the Knave of Swords, which to me indicates that there are still people who are willing to fight this fight, who still want to fight for the cause of not supporting it. So I definitely feel like people are, even though some, like, I don't know if it's going to be like news outlets, I feel like news outlets might be forced to be silent on these issues if they want to film like at the competitions, at the games. So they're all gonna pretend like everything is all fun and all good, but there are gonna be people either not necessarily behind the scenes, but there are still people who are gonna fight for this cause and who will not be silenced, who are very willing and very capable of sharing what is going on. And here with the Seven of Cups, again, it's like diverting your attention to something different. That's super interesting. And then with the Queen of Cups here, I feel almost like the Knave of Swords and the Queen of Cups go together, and that the Sun card and the Seven of Cups go together. So here we have shining a light on something different, diverting your attention, making it look like, oh, well, Qatar isn't that bad. They have this and this and this that is all good and all, I don't know, pretty, like maybe focusing on architecture. I know nothing about Qatar, by the way, obviously. But it's like that. And then here we have these, like, it's almost like not necessarily an army of Knaves of Swords, but it's like people who are very willing to fight for this cause that they believe in, that it's wrong, whatever is happening in Qatar, and the fact that so many first world countries and just so many countries around the world are now financially supporting Qatar. And I feel like the Queen of Cups is going to be this leader. I don't know if that leader is actually going to be feminine or female or whatever it is, but they're going to have some Queen of Cups energy where they are going about it in a very kind and respectful way, but also kind of, I don't know, I think they're going to surprise us. They're going to be this leader who is either going to inspire these people to fight, or who is going to come with receipts, with evidence. I don't know, but I do feel like something's gonna happen. It's almost like one side versus the other, and that is what I'm getting here. That's very interesting. Let's see. Are any sports people or sponsors going to use their platform to make a stand against those human rights violations? Let's take a look. Are any sports people or sponsors going to use their platform to make a stand against those human rights violations? We have the Six of Wands. I feel like, I don't like it. I feel like this is almost as if they care more about the win. They care more about winning the game and winning the World Cup and winning in competition than making a stand for against those human rights violations. I have the four sources like, no, we're gonna put our empathy on hold. We're gonna put human rights on hold for a minute so we can win the game. That is what I'm getting here. Like, it could also be the other way around, where they're gonna put a hold on winning the game, but I don't think so. I think my first interpretation is true. Fuck. I don't like that. Let's see. I mean, if female sports stars from Iran dare to compete without their hijab, Western stars can afford to say a few words at least. Absolutely. I think they should. I want to pull another card to see if they will. Like any sports people or sponsors. I think the majority is going to just stay silent and they're going to do nothing. But let's see if there are any people regarding sports or sponsors. I think no. I think no. The death here is a little hard to interpret. I don't know if this is going to mean that during the World Cup there's going to happen something in Qatar that's going to lead to an actual death or to actual transformation. But overall, I just see this as, I don't know. Yeah, the cards are telling us the sad reality. That's why I enjoy reading with the Tattoo Tarot. It doesn't hold back. It tells things very fairly, very just straight to the point. And I think no. I think that the people who are making a stand against those human rights violations are not that into sports, or if they are into sports, it's not what they are most known for. That sucks. But you know, I'm not here to always do positive tarot readings. I'm here to do political tarot readings, and those can't possibly always be positive, especially with the political climate that we're heading towards. Okay. Oh. I'm gonna take another sip of coffee and then we're gonna talk about China. I almost feel scared to talk about China. Like, are they gonna take down my YouTube channel? I don't know. I know China is very powerful. Okay, so it is right now 32 minutes and 25 seconds. So let's talk about, I think I'm pronouncing it correctly, Xi Jinping. He's going to enter his third trimester or third term as leader of China. I read this whole, not reality show, but this whole news commentary show that we have here in the Netherlands. I absolutely love him. He is Arjen Lubach, and he is so great at commentating, adding commentary to news things. And he also talked about Xi Jinping and the fact that he is trying very hard to be very similar to, what is his name? The other Chinese dictator that has like tens of millions of deaths on his like that he is responsible for. Mao, I don't know the rest of the name. I don't. It's somewhere in my brain, but it's not great. Yes, Mao. Yes, indeed. So yeah, that's not great. He's really trying to be similar to him, which is not what you want. So I want to know what he's gonna do in this third term. Like, I want to first know what he's going to do during the third term, and then what we can expect after the third term. I don't even know how long these terms are. So during the term, we have the King of Cups and the Moon. I don't know how the Chinese see him though. Like, is he truly this charismatic leader that the Chinese look up to, because they are so censored in what they can say if you have additional information? Like here with the Moon, it's like suppressing information, censoring, very, very much censoring. That whenever he does things that are not aligning with like King of Cups energy, anything that is not nice, anything that is not desirable, then that has to be suppressed and nobody can talk about it. And people are literally like being taken away, either arrested or being pointed to leave certain when they do certain interviews with Western news outlets. It's ridiculous. We saw it with Russia too, and it's happening in China as well. So that's wild. Yeah. So that is what he's gonna continue. Basically, he's gonna continue to do whatever he already did. More like, or just continuing with censoring, continuing with pretending that he's this charismatic leader. What else? During his third term, what he's gonna do? Ooh. Two of Cups. Is this guy married? I don't know. 10 of Coins? Something financially? So I don't know much about Chinese politics. I'm a little scared and a little intimidated by it. However, I don't know if Xi Jinping is married or whatever, or that he. I cannot imagine him legalizing like a gay marriage. I'm assuming that's illegal in China. Let me actually Google that, because I cannot imagine him legalizing that. Is gay marriage legal in China? Wait, what? Can I find that anywhere? LGBT rights in China? Yeah, same-sex couples are unable to marry or adopt. Oh wow, can you hear that? I think it's my neighbors who have loud music on and who are singing. Oh, that's not great. That's not great. Okay. Yes, China provides no anti-discrimination protections for LGBT people, nor does it prohibit hate crimes based on sexual orientation or gender identity. So I cannot imagine that he's gonna go soft on that. I don't know, but there's something having to do with relationships, connections. So I don't know why my first thought went to LGBT people, but there might be something. Yeah, very faint background noise. You're lucky that it's barely noticeable, because they're singing loudly, and it's not great. It doesn't sound great. It's okay. I don't sound great when I sing either. But the Two of Cups, it could also indicate, if it doesn't have anything to do with LGBT people or his Xi Jinping's own personal life, it could also be about him making connections with other people or with other countries. So China as a whole creating connections with other countries that are very financially beneficial for both countries. I think it's going to be very financially beneficial for China as well. So we might be seeing some more connections. I want to know more about these connections. Let's take a look. What can we expect from these connections that China is going to make with other countries? Seven of Swords is a connection that has already been in the making. It's a connection that a lot of time has already sort of passed trying to create that connection. That's going to be solidified during his third term. Interesting. The Fool. Is it something that's going to be really surprising, like a connection that we didn't really see coming, but that was behind the scenes sort of brewing, I guess? Okay, what can we expect after this third term? Is there like going to be a fourth term for Xi Jinping, or like what? What can we expect after this term? You guys, Five of Coins. Poverty, not great. We have Six of Coins. Okay, so look at the image here. It definitely feels like if Xi Jinping is not going to enter a fourth term, he's either going to like pass a bill so he can do the fourth term, or he's going to pass his like leadership role to someone else who's gonna do exactly what Xi Jinping wants. So they're not rid of him yet. There's a lot of coins here. Oh my god, a lot of coins. So there's a lot of financial things going on. There's a lot of financial reasoning behind this. It feels very sort of cut and dry, very not pleasant. Very not pleasant. So, okay. That is that for Xi Jinping. So let me know if you have any other things that you want to know regarding world news, regarding politics. If there's anything else. Also, a quick stream like this. But I feel like we talked a lot and I read a lot, I feel like. But let me know. Is there anything else, world news or politics related? I actually haven't really checked the news yet this morning. So there might be some news that I missed. Let me check my news app. I do have my news app in Dutch, so it's a little, let's see. What do we have? Oh, no, I didn't see your question. Wait, let me scroll back up. Regarding Elon Musk and Twitter, let's see. Elon Musk. Here. Elon Musk finally buying Twitter and the whole saga attached to him, including him firing Twitter's top executives and the question whether he will restore Donald Trump and other assholes on Twitter. I actually saw a graph. Wait, let me pull this up. I saw it on someone's Instagram story. I saw it on Hassan Abi's Instagram story. So let me timestamp this real quick. We are at 41:50, and then we're talking about Elon. Okay, so let me pull up the graph that I saw, and it was on Twitter, the use of the N-word and how often it has been used. So what the thing is here, let me pull it up here. This is a tweet. Evidence suggests that bad actors are trying to test the limits on Twitter. Several posts on 4chan encourage users to amplify derogatory slurs. For example, over the last 12 hours, the use of the N-word has increased nearly 500% from the previous average. Let me see if I can show that. It's not really showing up. It's not really showing up. Okay, so let me screenshot it and put it to my, because I want you to see this. This is horrible. So, and I think that is just the beginning of it. I think that's just the start of it. So let me see where I can, there should be it should be possible for me to put that on here. I think so. Okay, yes, here. Oh, it's covering my entire screen right now. Anyway, we see this here. For the last 12 hours, use of the N-word has increased nearly 500% for the near average. So here we have, on the bottom here, we see, we will see the time frame, but we can see that over the last 12 hours, it has spiked the use of the N-word on Twitter. And that is just the beginning. So let me see your question again. Let me see your question again. It was Elon Musk finally buying Twitter. Yes, the consequences of Elon Musk buying Twitter. So let me timestamp this again because I talked a lot. Yes, Elon Musk buying Twitter. What are the consequences? 10 of Wands, justice. It's gonna have consequences. And guess who's back it's gonna fall? It's gonna fall on the back of minorities. It's gonna be very beneficial for those who I don't know, those who are richer or those who don't really have a lot to lose. They are the ones who are gonna benefit the most. Because they previously couldn't say the things that they wanted to say. They couldn't say all the horrible racist whatever shit they wanted to say And now they can. And now they can, because it doesn't have any consequences anymore. Oh, I don't like this. King of coins. I feel like that is Elon Musk here. King of coins. Feeling like he is on top. Feeling like he made it. He feels like a less delusional Kanye West. Can I say that? He's still not great. Elon Musk is still not great. But that is... I have 3 of Cups. It's like all these extremists coming together, like three parties, this community. There's going to be this community of extremists on Twitter now. Julia says, I used to love Twitter, but I have not used my channel for 2 years now, and it will be very easy for me to delete it in protest. Absolutely. 10 of Cups, there's going to be an extreme like coming together of like-minded people who are going to spew a lot of dangerous shit on Twitter. The 10 of Cups and the 3 of Cups also make me think that there could be some people, maybe some leftists, who are going to create their own social media account to create a new community, an actual loving, inclusive community on another type of social platform. Like, I would love like a leftist, LGBT, super friendly social media platform. I would love that. Like a Twitter alternative. I would use the hell out of that, because I haven't enjoyed Twitter in a long time. There are so many racists on there. Even before Elon Musk purchased it, there were so many. It was so annoying to be on there. Let me see the last card here, the Emperor. Yeah, that's Elon Musk. That's Elon Musk, the Emperor and the King of Coins. He's very proud. He's very proud, and he's so excited to make Twitter his own little thing. Yes. I'm ready to pay a monthly fee for a social media safe space. I love that idea. I love that idea. Yes. Yes. Ooh, okay. So I think that is it for political readings. I didn't get any other requests. So if you are here right now and you would like a viewer reading, let me know your question in chat. I'm gonna go back to the light seers just because it's the one that I prefer most for doing readings for other people. I feel like the Tattoo Tarot is so great for political readings, though. I really enjoyed using it. Pretty sure I used it for a podcast episode recently as well. I had to pre-record some because there are some things happening in my schedule so that I can't always be super on top of it to do it last minute like I always do. But yeah, now that we're here, if you are here and you are interested in my podcast, you can click the link in the description box. The audio version goes live every Monday, but if you want to get the video version, where you can actually see the cards that I pull like I do here in this stream, then you can click the link down below to become a member here on YouTube. And for $1.99 a month, you get access to the video version of the podcast every Sunday. So you also get pre-access to the podcast, but also the private Discord server. And Julia happens to be in there as well. I really enjoy it in the Discord server. We have a lot of fun talking about tarot, but also we have a little politics channel where we talk politics and just things in general. We share pictures of our lives and fun things that we're doing. So that's also a safe space that I'm trying to provide for people on my channel. So yes, let me know if you are here and you would like me to do a reading for you. I can do a little bit of a week ahead. I can do anything career or friendship or love related. Or if you just need some hyping up, then I don't know, I can do readings on like things that are awesome about you. I love doing hyping up readings. So let me know what I can do for you. And if no one wants a viewer reading, that's also fine. That's fine. Then we can log off if there are no other questions happening. Oh my god, my neighbors are so loud. Like the ones like right the wall where my computer is against. That neighbor is so freaking loud. I'm chronically annoyed by her because she always makes a lot of noise and she is always so loud. I always wonder if my neighbors can hear me talk to no one whenever I film or whenever I stream. I always wonder. So I'm just super random. I'm just scrolling on Discord through some servers that I'm in. And have you ever heard of this conservative dating app? It's really wild. I've seen all these sort of memes about conservative dating apps where men will be like, "Oh, where are all the women on this app? Like, it's fine, but it's a good app, but there are no women on this app." And I'm like, "Yeah, duh. Of course there are no women on right-wing dating apps. Like, of course there are right-wing women, but I don't know. That was really funny to me." So, Julia, ask the cards whether you will be will be able to afford a more sturdy built home in the near future. Oh, I will. Thank you. Oh, I dropped a card. This feels like the cards not wanting me to know. Not wanting me to know when something's gonna happen. I have done readings on like a future home, and I can never get a straight answer out of the tarot. It's really quite mean because whenever I do readings for other people or for my channel, and which is always for others, I get really accurate, really fun, good readings that I can make interpretations out of. And then I do readings on myself, and my cards are like, "You don't get to know." It's really quite mean. Oh, I want to so bad. Okay, this makes me feel a little better. The Three of Wands. I do feel like there are going to be opportunities for me to move out from where we are right now, but there is nothing here to that gives me anything specific. Yeah, it is. Well, I don't really mind reading for myself in public because I don't know, I feel like I'm quite an open person. I think it's important to have some sort of privacy, just also because of the nature of my job as a teacher. And I don't want to put myself or my kids or my job in jeopardy because it is really public here on YouTube. It's very public, Twitch as well. But yeah, I also think that showing people how I read tarot for myself can also be really helpful for helping others read for themselves. So, okay, so if anybody has a question for themselves, if not, then I'm gonna log off. I have a lot of fun things that I'm working on for my channel, some products that I'm working on, and some videos that I'm working on that I'm just super excited about. So if nobody has a question for a reading for themselves, then I'm gonna say goodbye, and I'm excited for next week because I always love doing these live streams. I don't know, it's pretty much like the highlights of my week. I love doing them. So yes, Julia, I'll talk to you in the Discord server. And thank you for everybody who has watched this. And yes, I wish you all a nice weekend, and hopefully we won't worry too much about the world going to shit. Great note to end this stream on. Bye bye.